G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're going to be going through what I like to call my bush bag, just something that I can throw on my back or in the ute when I go out bush lobbying and whatnot. But essentially in this video I just want to empty it out and try and condense it down. It's got a bit too much weight in it at the moment. So I want to get rid of a few things and try and keep the bare essentials pretty much in it. So enjoy the video and let's get into it. Alright, so I've got everything unpacked here. I'm going to start over on the left and work my way across to the right. So what I've got in here is a Jack Stillman poncho. It's a beeswax canvas, very water resistant, very warm as well. It's got a flannel lining in it. It can also be used as a ground cover and a blanket. It's also got eyelets on each corner if you've got some cord. Like that, I always keep a bit of cord in my pack. You can string it up and use it as a shade cover, or you can run a rope through the middle and use it as a bit of a tent, makeshift tent. If you need to, if there's a bit of rain, something like that, or even just keep the sun off your head. That also applies to this here. This is a hoochie, same concept as shade cover as the poncho, but it's a lighter tarp essentially. Eyelets, you can hang it up, give you a bit of sun protection. It's more for sun protection. It's not extremely waterproof, like it'll keep some rain off you, but if it's going to be torrential rain, I dare say it'd seep through this. That's where that comes in handy if you can use that. Very handy. I've used it before. I think in the last video I had on this channel I tried that out and it worked pretty well. Right, moving on. Just got a basic hatchet, nothing too fancy about that. It's pretty well self-explanatory, good for breaking up little bits of timber, stuff like that, firewood, having to put a point on like a post or something if you're making a bit of a shelter, stuff like that. For more firewood side of it, I've got a little foldable saw. Now I haven't actually had a chance to use this one, but this is a lot better if you want to cut up, a bit rounder logs for a fire, stuff like that, or just clear a bit of brush for whatever reason. Good fixed blade knife. You should always have a good fixed blade knife. This is a little 10-inch Joker Aru 10. Nice little knife. I can't remember how much I paid for it. You don't have to get anything flash. Just a nice basic solid fixed blade knife. Very good for if you need to hit something on the back of it using a ferro rod, stuff like that. It's just very handy. A multi-tool. Now I don't know if I'm going to keep this in here just yet because it's got a fair bit of weight to it. It's a Leatherman mutt. I've had it for years and I've always had it in here, but there's a lot of weight to it, and I think I'm just going to opt out and just get a smaller pair of pliers just to keep in there instead of that, because normally if I'm going out I've got my Leatherman signal on my belt, and that has your ferro rod, whistle, saw, knife, and a few other things like can opener, stuff like that. That's more suited to being out in the bush. This is more suited towards rifles and stuff like that. It's got a thing there for taking out pins and stuff like that, but it is very handy to have. It's always good to have some pliers, especially if you're working with a bit of hot stuff or you need to bend up some wire, whatever you need it for, but they're there to have. Speaking of ferro rod, stuff like that, that leads me onto my fire kit here. I've got it all in a little leather pouch that I bought off eBay for however much it's from China. A little, call it almost like a mirror, hold up to the sun, start a fire that way. Just standard ferro rod, as well as some waterproof matches. They're really good for, obviously, if it's raining, as well as wind. They won't go out in the wind. I also have some char cloth. If you don't know what char cloth is, it's essentially charcoal, but made out of cotton cloth. Put it in the tin, throw that in the fire, cook it. It'll essentially cook it without burning it, and just turns it into char cloth. Takes the spark really well. Highly recommend. I'll do a video at a later date showing you how to make it. It's a very straightforward process, but I'll do a video on that another time. Alright, moving on to food and water. What I got here is a jar of wholemeal flour with a little bit of salt in it. That is really good for making ash cakes, which is essentially a dough just with flour and water, and you can just put it straight on the coals or on a stick and cook it, or however you like. Really good with a bit of lard, very good way to cook it as well. Then a water bottle. This is a Pathfinder water bottle. It came as a little kit, so you got the water bottle container there for you putting your water in or whatever you want to cook. Comes with the lid, cook it up like that, and on the back. And then that there's just a little stove type thing. If you want to put a little fire under it, you can boil up whatever you want to boil your water, cook a bit of food in it, you can do that. If I'm going out bush for the day, if I'm in the ute, I'm going to have a lot more water than that. I carry about 60 litres on my ute of drinking water, but that's just handy just to have in your backpack so that you can boil in the water bottle as well. It's not insulated or anything like that. You just got to take the cap off obviously because that's plastic. Now moving on to first aid kits. I've got this big one here. Same thing again, if I'm going to be going out in the ute, I'll probably just throw that in the ute just to have as a bit of a backup. But in the pack itself, I keep just a basic first aid kit. It's got some band-aids, a bit of medical tape, bandage, one of those foil blankets to keep you a bit warm if you need to. That's about in there, and just a couple of patches and stuff like that if you just need to. Just basic first aid really. I keep a set of socks, spare socks if your feet get wet, or in summertime if you've been sweating, stuff like that. You can wash one pair and have another set while you're going. Always keep your feet looked after. Just a basic bandana, that's good as well for, you know, you can wrap it around your face, keep the sun off you. I like to, from time to time, wet them and just put it around your neck, especially if it's really hot. Just helps keep you a bit cooler that way, a bit of sun protection. And also it can be used as a filter. You get some sand, charcoal, stuff like that, and you can filter some water through it if you've got a bit questionable drinking water. And then just some basic leather rigger's gloves. They're good for, you know, if you're using, say, something like that on the fire. The handles are metal, so it's just handy to have something like that. It protects your hands. The last thing you want is to be cutting your fingers and hurting yourself while you're out bush. You can get infections, stuff like that. It's not very good. Just protect your hands. And pretty well last of all is just a basic compass. Don't go and get cheap compasses. Actually, now I think of it, this probably was a cheap compass, but works fairly well. Like, I've compared it with other compasses and it's pretty well on the money. That's good just having there as well. Learn your bearings, or you know, which way you want to go. That's about it, guys, for the pack. And the actual pack itself is a Jack Stillman beeswax canvas, as well as the same as the poncho. Yeah, there's not a lot I can say about that. It's a backpack. It's more of a rucksack type thing actually than a backpack. Well, it's a bit of both. Top rolls up, or you can roll it out. Zipper on the top. There's a couple of little compartments in there. A couple of zippers on the front. Then it's got your molly pouch set up. So, like I say, if I wanted to put that on the side there, I can put that on there. Same as the Leatherman, that can go on that side there, which I had originally. Now I'm going to go through and take out a few things, and I'll get back to you, tell you what I got rid of and why. Try to streamline a bit because it is a bit heavy, so I'll get to that and I'll get back to you. Alright, so I got the bag all back together. Surprisingly, this is all I took out. In this little tin, there's just some pre-cut cotton cloth that I was going to make into char cloth. I don't know why, because the amount that I've got in there already made is going to last plenty long enough for the amount of time I spend down the bush. And I got another big tin somewhere of it that I made up that I can just use as a refill. I also took the small first aid kit out and put the big one back on. In time I'm going to get a smaller one to put in here, a proper made up one. I just took that out because it's been in there a long time, and I just thought I'd go with the newer stuff for now until I get a smaller one. In the bag, the only change I want to make is take the poncho out, and on the bottom of the bag there's a spot there for 2 straps. So I'm going to take the poncho out, put it on the bottom. Apart from that, that's all the changes I really made inside the bag. And I put the Leatherman back on the side. Again, temporary till I can find another little good set of pliers or something just to put in there. So apart from that, guys, that's the bag back together. Pretty happy with it until I make those few little changes, and yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry if I'm a bit rusty. It's been well over probably a year and a half since I've done a video on here. So I'm going to start trying to get back into it. So if you guys have any ideas, whether you just want camping, lobbying, 4-wheel driving, cooking, put it down in the comment section and I'll have a read and see what I can do for you. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Drop a like, press that subscribe button, press the bell button as well so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Check out some of the old videos on the channel. There's plenty there to choose from. Share the channel around. We want to try and get some more subscribers on here. And yeah, stay wild. And I'll see you next time. Bye.